right? Where the Hebrew Israelites here to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom.
That's right.
To speak about the coming back of Yahweh Shai and the upliftment of Yahweh Shai. All right, because he's coming back to deliver us out of the hands of our enemies, man, and take them down in a brutal fashion, man. All right, so first and foremost, we want to give all praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem HaKadosh. All right, so Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, so double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone, of course. All right, our teachers. All right, salutations, much love, respect to God. All right, so first and foremost, man, we're gonna get into the fact that you Edomites are not going to get away, man. That's on my spirit right now. You Edomites are not going to get away. See, because in Esau, he's hoping he's hoping the Most High doesn't exist. Right? He's hoping this book is a fairy tale. He's hoping evolution is the truth. All right? When that's not the truth. Right? The truth is that the Heavenly Father exists, and we are His people. Okay? And He's coming back to judge this place, man. All right? So we're bringing you out. We're bringing you the true gospel, the true doctrine of Yahweh Shai, man. All right? Let me get
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 16 and verse 11.
Yeah.
And if there be one stiff-necked among the people, it is a marvel if he escape unpunished.
Esau is very stiff-necked, meaning what? He doesn't accept what's coming out of this book. The Lord gave him judgments on what to do, man. Right? But he holds the book in his court system. He has his president swearing on the book, right? But they don't abide by the book. Even when they came over here to take down the so-called Latin tribes, they had the book with them, right? They had the big picture of so-called Jesus. When they put you jigs in slavery, they had a picture of so-called Jesus while they were raping your wife and your children, man. You see what I'm saying? You see the hypocrisy? Got something else? Bring it on out.
For mercy and wrath are with him.
Yep.
He is mighty to forgive and to pour out displeasure.
Right. Yeah, to pour out displeasure is what? That's judgment. And the Lord is displeased with the Edomites, first and foremost, man. Okay? What happened? What the? You saw it? You saw it? He's close as fuck. Yo, you want to go double check that?
Yeah, for sure.
Bro, bring it out.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of man is fully set in them to do evil.
Right, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. All right, so they're not ready and willing to do right.
Okay, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 13.
No? Okay, go ahead.
Verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Right, so you Edomites led us into captivity, man. All right, so your next step is to what? To go into captivity. It's very simple. The Bible's not complicated when it comes to the judgment. All right, when it comes to the prophecies, you might get a little confused on what it's speaking about. But when it comes to judgment, it tells you, when you do this, this is what you're going to get, man. Go ahead.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Right.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
Right.
Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
Right? This is the patience and the faith of the saints. Matter of fact, 48. Okay? What are they patiently waiting for? For the judgment. The righteous think to recompense. Go ahead. 148. 148. Okay, bring that on out.
This is 2 Thessalonians 1 and verse 6. See, it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble
So,
you.
they'll say, oh, two wrongs don't make a right, right? That's what the world tells you, right? But the scripture says it's a righteous thing to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. Didn't these Edomites trouble you, man? Didn't these so-called white people trouble you? Right? Didn't they lynch you? Huh? Didn't they feed your babies to alligators, man? Didn't they do that shit? You don't even know half of what these devils did, man.
Right.
All right, and our people don't want to know about the judgment. Okay, but the Lord is going to bring the judgment regardless. Okay, and they're going to be under us, man, and we're going to exact what they did double unto them. Right. See, that's what deep in their soul they know something's coming.
They know.
All right,
yeah.
But we're telling you what it is. We're breaking it, making it clear to you.
That's right.
Give me Jeremiah, man, 49. And Jacob, these Israelites don't get right, they're going to get destroyed too out here. So they better get their act together, man. We all by Shimmy Shai, man.
This is Jeremiah chapter 49 And verse 10,
Yeah.
but I have made Esau bare.
Who is Esau? The so-called white people. Their biblical nationality are Edomites. They descend from Esau. They're red. They're not white. There's no such thing as white people. You gotta get that crap out of your head, man. All right? Just like there's no such thing as black people. You're not black. You're different shades of brown. Even kids know that. Children are smarter than adults today, man. Because they done indoctrinated these adults so much that even the children have more common sense, man. They'll tell you in a heartbeat, oh, they're brown. That's the brown people. They're not gonna look at the eye, he's black. No, they say he's brown. Go ahead, man.
But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places.
Right.
And he shall not be able to hide himself.
And they're not able to hide themselves because this truth is coming out, man.
Right.
We're pulling down these strongholds, man. All right, we're making it plain, man. You know? So this is what they don't want. They don't want these things to be made plain. They want these things to be hidden, man. But the Lord is uprooting these lies, man. Okay? That's some else.
His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not. Verse 12, for thus said the Lord,
Right.
behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup,
Right.
have assuredly drunk it.
I'm assuredly drunken, man. You
And
see what I'm saying? Meaning what? We drank slavery, oppression, right? Damn near genocide. You see? So what's going to happen? Go ahead.
And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished?
And are you speaking to these Edomites? Are you going to go unpunished? Right? These Edomites think because they can point at other people. Oh, your people so black people so black. That doesn't absolve you.
That's right.
Yeah, that doesn't mean you're not going to get judged. And first of all, you're the one you're the one who did the crime. You're the one who did the most atrocities. All they did was sell you to us, sell us to you, right? So to speak, right? It's like if you got someone who's a serial killer, right? And they like to dismember people, and someone gives the person to them. Yo, here, I have this person here. You can dismember them. You can do what you want to do.
Yeah.
And then they do all that wickedness, and then they lock him up. And he says, "Oh, but he gave them to me." What was that going to do? Is he not going to get put to death? Is he not going to get the death penalty or whatever? You see, you Edomites think because you point at other people that you could get absolved from your wickedness, man. The Lord is not going to absolve you of your wickedness. Read that again, Jeremiah 49.
Yeah, Jeremiah 49 and 12, for thus said the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunk it.
Right, which is us. Okay, we were not created to drink of that cup. Okay, go ahead.
And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished?
Right.
Thou shalt not go
So
unpunished.
you Edomites for what you did to our people, you're not going to go unpunished, man. Judgment is on the way. All right? Yahweh Shai is about to come back and wreak havoc on this place, man. And even before then, this place is gonna fall, man. All right? Go ahead.
But thou shalt surely drink of it.
Right.
For I have sworn by myself, said the Lord, that Basra shall become a desolation.
What's Basra? That's the capital city of Edom. All right? It shall be a desolation. Meaning what? It's going to be completely desolate. Okay? Go ahead.
A reproach.
What's up? What's going on? What's going on?
Transmission is unable to do due to weak network connection. Oh shit! No, yeah, because probably I don't have enough data. Anyways, leave it.
It's okay. Go ahead. Keep it.
It says, a reproach, a waste, and a
Yep.
curse, and a
Yep.
curse.
Yep.
And all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste.
Right, all the cities, meaning what? It's speaking mainly about what? The city of America. Okay, that place is going to be completely laid waste. All right, because that's the capital city of these Edomites, Babylon the Great. All right? Got something else? No? Okay, bring it on out.
This is Galatians.
Let him bring it out. Right.
This is Nahum 1 and 3. The Lord is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked.
Right, so you're not going to be acquitted. Go ahead.
This is Galatians 6 and verse 7. Be not deceived, the Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap.
Right. So read that again.
Galatians 6 and verse 7. Be not deceived, the Most High is not mocked.
Right.
For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap.
Right, so these Edomites have sowed wickedness and death and oppression in the earth, right? Especially to the holy people, which is us, right? So what are they going to reap? because those people back then, they didn't get judged for that. They went and died of a good old full age or whatever the case, right? They didn't get put into captivity for what they did or be destroyed, that would merit what they did. You see? But guess what? That's why the Lord has something called reincarnation. So all these devils that are here on the earth, they've been here before. They were the same ones that was doing that back then. You see that? So what's the Lord going to do? He's going to wreak that vengeance through them. What?
This is Numbers 14 and verse 18. The Lord is long-suffering and of great mercy, forgiving iniquity and transgression, and by no means clearing the guilty.
Right, and Esau is the guilty, man. The scripture said that Cain would be what? A fugitive and a vagabond. And that's that same spirit that's in these Edomites. And that's why they feel guilty, because they were back there. That's right. All right? They didn't just, their spirits were just newly created, and they just fell into this, having the whole earth in their hands. Okay? They were the same people back then. All right? And they're getting ready to reap their judgment. The Lord is getting ready to judge them for our oppression and destruction. You see that? Let me draw on the 3rd chapter. Go on, keep going.
By no means clearing the guilty.
Right, so the Lord is not going to acquit these Edomites, man. All right? So it doesn't matter what they say. They can point the finger. Oh, you sold black people. That's not going to acquit you, man. All right? You still were feeding babies to alligators, man. All right? That's not going to acquit you, man. All right? You still were raping men's wives and children and shit like that. Okay? They're actually making purses and coats out of Negro skin. So these devils are sadistic, man. And they don't tell you that. How come you didn't learn that in school? How come they don't have movies on that? Because they take a lot of the wickedness they did and sweep it under the rug. But guess what? Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai, the creator of heaven and earth and his son, have not swept it under the rug, man.
That's right.
He's pulling out the rug, man.
That's right.
All right? So you devils got to pay, man. You devils got to pay. Go ahead, man.
It says, and by no means clearing the guilty.
You're guilty. You are guilty, man. Every one of you Edomites, you so-called white people, you're guilty.
Right.
All right?
Right.
You go back to Edom, you're guilty, man. And the rest of you nations are going to pay too, man. Because you're all enemies too, man. All right? Go ahead.
Visiting the iniquity.
Visiting the iniquity. What is that? Sin upon sin. Go ahead.
Visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children.
The fathers upon the children. So these are the children of those Edomites, right? Go ahead.
Upon the children unto the 3rd and 4th generation.
Okay, beautiful. Read that again. Read that again.
Visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children.
Right. Visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children. Go ahead.
Unto the 3rd and 4th generation.
Why does it say 3rd and 4th generation? Because every spirit comes back every 3rd and 4th generation. Right. So like I said, these devils, these Edomites, these so-called white people that are here now, they're the same ones that had you jigs in slavery. The same ones that was had you using babies as alligator baits. Right? Same ones accusing you, them white women, right? Them Karens. Those are them same white women that was accusing you and getting you lynched for no reason. Them same ones, man. The same spirit is in them. That's why they do what they do. Oh, God, Then they start screaming like bug outs. Because that's what they were doing back then. When you jakes was getting lynched. And your children were getting lynched. All right? So guess what? The Lord is going to destroy every one of these Edomites, man. Right. And we're going to have you in slavery. Right. That's according to the Bible.
That's right.
All right? Get Joel 3 and jump down to where it says the recompense, man. All right? This is in the Holy Bible, man. I don't know what the Christian church told you, but that's a lie. This is the truth.
Right. This is Joel chapter 3 and verse 3. Right. And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for a harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they might drink.
That's slavery. That's what these devils did in slavery, man. Go ahead.
Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine?
Right.
Will ye render me a recompense? And if you recompense me, swiftly and speedily will I return your recompense upon your own head.
There's nothing you can do to repay back the Heavenly Father for what you've done. And that goes to all you nations. You so-called Arabs, you so-called East Africans, you know, which are Hamites. Okay, all of you that did that to us, the children of Israel, you're all going to pay, man. So every single one of you, especially the Edomites, the so-called white people. The Lord got something special coming for you, man. Go ahead.
Because ye have taken my silver.
You have taken my silver, and then you got our people still wearing masks. They're supposed to have faith in the Lord, they're still wearing masks. All right? That's why the Lord's going to destroy you. He said, shall I find faith on the earth? Shall I find faith on the earth? They don't have no faith, man. They believe in the mask. And Esau eat them. Go ahead, man.
Because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things. The children also of Judah.
The children of Judah, right? The so-called African Americans, the Negroes. Go ahead.
And the children of Jerusalem.
The children of Jerusalem. Go ahead.
Have ye sold unto the Grecians.
Have you sold unto the so-called white people, man. All right? Go ahead.
That ye might remove them far from their border.
Right.
Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them.
So we're being raised up now in the spirit. Right. This is why we're coming out, we're prophesying, man. They said, then shall the righteous man stand. Give me that real quick. All right? You see what I'm saying? This is all biblical prophecy you're seeing in front of you, man. All right? Bring it on up.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 5 and verse 1.
Yep.
Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness.
We're the ones standing in great boldness, man. The rest of our people are flipping la-la land, man. Okay, they got their heads up the so-called white man's ass, man. All right? They don't know what the hell's going on, man. Okay? They call themselves black, Jamaican. Well, that's not even your nationality, man. Your true nationality is in the Bible, man. You're Israelites, man. Okay? From your respective tribes. Okay? Black is a negative connotation, man. And if you put black before anything, it becomes bad. It becomes negative. You say a black winter, do you think that's going to be a good winter? A black cloud, what does that mean? You see? That's psychological warfare these devils are waging on you, man. Go ahead, man.
Salaki, when you go to the definition, it says void of light.
Yeah, it says wicked too. It says intending to harm. It says sinister. It says all that. Go ahead. It even showed you that in the Malcolm X book, man, years ago. Go ahead.
Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness.
And what does white mean? Pure, not intended. Everything opposite of these devils, man. So it's all witchcraft, man. Okay? So we're breaking down those lies and telling you the truth, man. Go ahead.
It says, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no account of his labor.
These are the ones that have afflicted us, man. And we're standing in boldness in their face, man. We're the only ones that's doing that. Okay, these other nations aren't brave enough to do what we're doing, man. These Arabs ain't doing this, man. Okay? Esau's all up in their land, man. Okay? See what I'm saying? These Chinese, they're scared of everything, man. Esau, they barely even want to talk, man. All right? We're the ones standing in great boldness against this devil, telling them what's getting ready to happen according to the prophecies, man. Go ahead, man. Bring out your precept. Bring out your precept. Go ahead.
Job 21 and 31. Who shall declare his way to his face?
And we're declaring his way to his face. We're telling, listen, you did this to the chosen people. Now you're going to get put into slavery. The Lord's going to take down your kingdom, and he's going to put us above you, man.
Right.
All right? And that's going to be forever. See, this is temporary, man. See, this crap you devils got, this is temporary, man. These buildings, that's temporary, man. All right? These airplanes, that's temporary. Our kingdom is going to be eternal. Right? You see that? Eternal rulership under the rightful rulers, man. The rightful princes of the air, princes of the earth, man. Go ahead, man.
And who shall repay him that? And who shall repay him what he hath done?
Yeah, Yahushua, who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, he's gonna pay back what they have done, man. You see? That's why he said, wait ye upon me till I rise up to the prey, man. Because they're the prey. He's coming back to, he's targeting them. You see, like when a tiger's looking, he's in the bushes, he has his eye on one particular target. He's not looking at the whole pride. He's not looking at the whole herd. He's looking at one animal. The one that might be weak, all right? He might be the juiciest. You see? Yahushua is ready to target you Edomites, which are the so-called white people. And then he's going to take down you other nations as well. All right? Matter of fact, give me Isaiah the 63rd chapter.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 63, and verse 1. And it reads, who is this that cometh from Edom with thy garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength.
So the Lord is coming from to Edom. Who are the Edomites? Like we keep saying, the so-called white people. All right? They are Edomites according to the Bible, man. All right? So the Lord is coming to target them. Why? Because they are the prey. They are the enemies, man. See what I'm saying to you? Go ahead.
I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save.
Right.
Wherefore thy red and thine apparel,
Why is your garment all red? What is that? Go ahead.
and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat.
Uh-huh.
I have trodden the winepress alone.
Right.
And of the people there was none with me.
Yep.
For I will tread them in mine anger.
And who's he going to tread? Edom, the Edomites.
That's right.
All right? It's not going to say in the Bible, oh, they're Caucasian. It's not going to say that. This book is written in code for a reason. You think they would have allowed it to be produced if it was written plainly? All right? So we're breaking down the code to you. Go ahead. Bring it on up.
For I will tread them in mine anger.
He's going to tread them in his anger.
And
what's one of the main reasons? Because what they did to his people, man.
Right.
Putting them in slavery, all right? Raping their women and their children, okay? Feeding babies to alligators. That's what these devils were doing. And they're walking around here the standard of morality, man. That's a slap in the face, man.
Right, Lord.
Going around these different nations saying, no, don't do that, don't do that. Like if they're the standard of morality, man. When they're the most wicked, evil people that has ever been on the face of the
That's
earth,
right.
man.
That's right.
And we're the only ones brave enough to say it.
That's right.
Go ahead, man.
and trample them in my fury.
That's it. And the Lord is going to trample them in his fury, man. Go ahead.
And their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garment.
Oh, so that red stuff on your garment was blood? Yeah, well, it represents the blood of the Edomites, man. Okay? Keep going.
And I will stain all my raiment.
Yes, sir.
For the day of vengeance is in mine
And
heart.
the Lord has the day of vengeance 2,000 years ago. He's still mad. And they're trying to tell us to get out of it. No, the Lord is still mad. All right? He's still mad. Because you did that to his people, man. And then what you, on top of that, what you did to him. All right? Okay, what you got? You got some else?
Resolve for the day of vengeance is in my heart.
Yeah.
And the year of my redeemed is come.
Yeah. The vengeance is in his heart, man. So he can't wait to come back and execute vengeance, man. All right? And the elect of the nation of Israel, we can't wait for it, man. Because we understand what's getting ready to happen. Okay? And listen, time is on our side. Time is not on their side. They're at the end of their rulership, man. All right? Got something else?
This is Ecclesiastes 3 and 15.
Yep.
That which has been is now, and that which is to be hath already been. And the Most High requireth that which is past.
What does that mean? That means he's looking at the past. He's like, listen, what did they do? Okay, this has to be judged. This has to be judged. This has to be judged. Oh, they stole that from the Native Americans. Oh, they're on reserves now. Okay, this has to be judged. Okay? They were scalping them in their own land and all this. This has to be judged.
Right.
All right? Or what did they do to the so-called Negroes? They put them in slavery. That has to be judged. You see that? So the Lord is looking to bring back judgment, man. And that's what he's coming to bring, man. Okay, don't listen to these bugged out Christians who don't know the Bible. All right, now I challenge you to go ask them some questions. Come back and ask us. We'll show you in the Bible what it means. They won't know what it means, man. Because this is the true gospel, man. Not that garbage, man. Like if these devils can just do all this wickedness in the earth, and then they're going to be in the kingdom too. On top as well. Come on, are you kidding me, man? They're going to be at the bottom of the bottom, man. That's right.
That's right.
Because the meek shall inherit the earth, man.
That's right.
Our people are the meek. All right? The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man.
That's right.
The rest of these heathen, they're going to be on the bottom, man. Especially you so-called white people, man. Especially you Edomites, man. Go ahead, man.
This is
Bring
the
it on
book
out.
of Job, chapter
You're
12.
going to be, a roach is going to have more respect than you in the kingdom, man.
That's right.
Matter of fact, give me Isaiah the 14th chapter,
got it right
man.
here, bro.
Bring it on up.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and 21.
That's right.
Prepare slaughter for his children.
Wait, no. It's just the forefathers. No. Prepare slaughter for who?
For his children.
For what?
For the iniquity of their
For all
father.
that wickedness your forefathers did, man. And you did a lot of wickedness, man. I'll be here all month, all year, trying to explain all the wickedness you devils done did that you swept under the rug.
That's right.
And most of you people don't even know. You don't even know about alligator bait. They used to take little black babies and use it to catch alligators, man. For fun. And that wasn't that long ago. That wasn't going back. Oh, that's the 17. No, that wasn't no 1700s. That was in the 1900s, man. I'm talking about late 1900s. So don't tell me nothing, man. The Lord has a lot of things that he's coming back to judge, man. Go bring it on now.
Ephesians 5 and verse 12. For it is a shame even to speak of those things which are done of them in secret.
Bring that on out. Bring that on out.
Ephesians
and
5.
read that nice and slow.
Ephesians 5
Matter of fact, you might be able to go at one verse.
God. Ephesians 5.
No? Okay.
Ephesians 5 and verse 12. For it is a shame even to speak of those things which are done of them in
You
secret.
see the things they do behind closed doors? It's a shame to even speak about it. It's so wicked. All right? That movie, what's that movie we watched? Salo. Just look up don't watch the movie. We didn't even watch it. We just read the commentary, man. That's showing you what these elites do behind closed doors. Even now, it's so foul and disturbing, man.
Kidnap children and then they make them do all sorts of abominable acts.
Brother, they're doing it. What was Epstein Island about?
Right.
Huh? And then they don't want to speak about that. Then they want to make a documentary. R. Kelly.
Yeah.
Surviving our. What about Epstein, man? Okay? You see how these devils are hypocrites, man? Go ahead, man.
All right. This is the book of Job, chapter 21 and 19. God layeth up his iniquity for his children. He rewardeth him, and he shall know it.
Right, he rewarded him, man. All right? And the iniquity that you devils have done, that reached up to heaven, man. That'll reach up to the heavens. Give me that. Give me that in Revelations, man. And give me what I asked for before, man. Dealing with the show and the plane, man.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 18.
Got that? Hold on. Got that? No? Okay, hold on. No.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 18, and verse 5. So verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not
It
partakers.
says my people. So it's only the only ones that's going to be delivered is the Israelites, the people on this side, man. Okay? And it's scattered around the earth. The Lord's not coming to deliver every nation. First of all the other nations are his enemies, man. And there are enemies, man. So you Israelites got to understand you have enemies out here, man.
That's right.
Okay? And you'll find that out real soon. You'll find that. Go to these other countries. You'll find that out real quick, man. Go ahead, man.
It says, Come out of her, my
Matter of
people.
fact, them Arabs, so-called Arabs, man, they have a saying for you Israelites, man. They call you Abid. What is that Abid or Abid? One of that shit means what? Servant or some shit like that. All right? They're talking, you see what I'm saying? They got a candy over there, some shit, where they call it servant's head. It's like a brown chocolate candy. So all these heathen are your enemy, man. So remember they had an Ishmaelite coming up? Oh, there's no slavery. Come on, bro. You devils are, you know? You ain't too far down from the Edomites, man.
The second one in the list.
No, I don't know. Yeah, he was the second one in the yeah. He was. But no, but Esau's gonna get a judgment way because Esau's the worst of the worst, man. Okay, even they're better than these Edomites, man. Go ahead, man.
It says, Revelation 18 and 4. Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins.
Right.
And that ye receive not of her plagues.
Right.
For her sins have reached unto heaven.
Like these Edomite sins have reached up to heaven. You see what I'm saying? So meaning what? They've done so much wickedness. It's like the Lord is like, whoa, the time now the judgment has to come. All right? And it's not going to be no soft judgment. All right? It's going to be a very harsh judgment. The most harsh judgment that has ever been. All right? Go ahead.
It says, and the Most High has remembered her iniquities.
Okay, that's it on that. Bring that out.
This is Ecclesiasticus 41 and verse 5. The children of sinners are abominable children.
Right. All these Edomites are abominable, man. Go ahead.
And they that are conversant in the dwelling of the ungodly.
What you had this Edomite chick on this one talk show, man, talking about talking about how she was masturbating to Jeffrey Dahmer, man. The movie, the film. To show you how sadistic these Edomites are, man. Okay? You gotta watch them Edomite chicks too, man. Alright? Because especially when they have dogs and shit, you don't know what they're doing behind closed doors, man. There's all kind of things. Yo, these Edomites are foul spirits, man. Alright? Because they're all about kissing the dog in their mouth, and then they'll bring out a scientific study. Oh, you know the dogs, their mouth is cleaner than the humans? Yo, just based on their pseudoscience, they can justify their madness. That's how they try to justify putting you Israelites in slavery, based upon their false science, man. So these devils, all these lies are getting taken out, man. We're superior to you Edomites, man.
That's right.
All right, by far. Right? That's why you got Michael Jordan running on the air. Why? Because he's superior, man. All these inventions you see, man. The stoplight, right? The gas mask. You understand? Fiber optics, man. These are all so-called black men. All right? But you don't know that. These people don't know that. Why? Because the propaganda Esau's pushed down the media so long, man. They made it like you Jakes ain't been nothing, man. When you make the world go round, man. All right? You Israelites, man. You make the world go round, man. And they're gonna bow down to your authority in the kingdom of heaven, man. Because you are the ones to rule, man. You are the ones that are fit to rule. The aristocracy, man. Which means what? The best to rule. We are the aristocracy, man. These people are the peasants in rulership, man. You see that? Matter of fact, look at the definition of aristocracy and Edamon online, man. Okay? But it might be on Google Straight. Look on Google Straight, see if it just gives that flat definition. Right?
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 10 and verse 5. There is an evil which I have seen under the sun, as an error which proceeded from the ruler.
Right, what's the error? We're going to get into it. Go ahead.
Folly is set in great dignities, and the rich sit in low place.
Right. The rich is who? We're the rich. Okay, we're the rich in low place, meaning we're on a low level in the society. Okay? Go ahead.
I have seen servants upon horses. And
who are the servants on horses? These Edomites. The horses represent power. Okay, these Edomites are those servants that are in power right now. That's why the earth is all messed up. Because there's a scripture that says it's uncommon for a servant to be over in rulership. These people are servants in the spirit, man. That's why Edomite will have all kind of money and still look like a bum. Because it's not in their spirit to shine. It's not in their spirit to be in that position, man. See, let a Jake get some money, man. Gold teeth, gold this, rims spinning. Because that's in our spirit, man. We are meant to be in that position, man. Bring it on out, brother.
I have seen servants upon horses.
Right, you Edomites, you so-called white people. All right, go ahead.
And princes walking as servants.
And we are the princes, man. What does the word Israel mean? Yasha Allah. He is a prince of God. All right? The reason why we're better than you other nations is because we're Yasha Allah. We're princes of God, man. Point blank, period, man. Bring it on up. Give me Deuteronomy 7 and 7.
And princes walking as servants upon the earth.
Princes walking as servants on the earth. We are those princes, man. We are those princes, man. All right?
This is Deuteronomy chapter 7 and 6. For thou art an holy people.
We are a holy people.
Unto
we
the
are separate. All right? Meaning we're, okay? Go ahead, keep going.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Yep.
The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
Special people,
above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
So we're above all these other nations, man. That's what the Bible says, man. You got you Jays trying to fight for equal rights. We're above these nations in the spirit, man.
That's right.
This is just the society of the wicked. This is just their time to rule right now, man. But when the Lord comes back and switches everything right side up, these devils are going to be on the bottom, man. So we're not trying to get no equality with you devils. You devils going to live it up in the society. That's all good. All right? That's all good. Bring it on out.
This is the word aristocracy in the regular Google definition.
Yes, sir.
And it reads, the highest class in certain societies, especially those holding
Hold on, we are the highest class, man. Give me that nation of the drop of the bucket. We are the highest class, man. See, especially the elect. Especially the elect. The elect is the best, even amongst the best, really. They're really the best amongst the best. Because Israel is really the best. Okay? Go ahead.
Especially those holding hereditary titles or offices. It also says a form of government.
Right, which this is a legacy, man. Right? This prophets, this is a legacy, man. Okay? The first fruits. What?
It's another definition. It says a form of government in which power is held by the nobility.
You ain't wearing no fucking bra. Yo, see, we gotta get the fuck out of this place. Go ahead, man.
It says a form of government in which power is held by the nobility.
Right. Power is not. We are the nobles, man. All right? We are the nobles, especially the elect. Okay? We don't know.
It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures. Of him come we all.
Right, all these nations come from Adam, right? Right?
And the people also whom thou hast chosen.
And the chosen people. So that's a separation right there. So all the people come from Adam, and then there's the chosen people. Right?
All this have
And those people in the loud with the small hats, playing ring around the rosy. Hush it. Those are not the people, man. All right? Those are a bunch of imposters. Those are even the lowest of the lowest. Okay? That's why they're circumcising children and using their mouth to clean off the blood. They're doing that and no one's speaking about it, man. No one's speaking against those rabbis, man. Giving those kids herpes and shit. Because they have a carte blanche in the earth. All right? They can do whatever they want. And if you say anything against them, anything that mentions them, that's true. Anti-Sem, anti. You see that shit? And they're not even the people, man. We are the people, man.
Right.
We are the true Jews. We are the true Israelites, man. Right. See what Kanye said, he was right. Although he's all bugged out, he was right. Go ahead, bring it on now, man.
This is Zechariah 9 and verse 6. And a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod, and I will cut off the pride of the
Where's
Philistines.
Ashdod? Ashdod is in Israel, man. A bastard is dwelling there right now. The Edomites, man. Idumea. You see it? Matter of fact, get me Ezekiel 36, man. Fire. Bring that on out. What you got, bro?
all this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world.
And that's why there's no peace in the Middle East, man. Because you got those troublemakers over there, man. And there's never going to be peace as long as those devils are over there. All right? When we come there, we're going to set an order, man. All right? All that dumb shit, all that wickedness that's going on, that's going to be uprooted. And righteousness is going to be established, man. Go ahead, bring it on out.
Because thou madest the world for our sake.
For whose sakes? For the Israelites' sakes. Go ahead.
As for the other people, which also come of Adam,
right,
thou hast said that they are nothing.
Right, all these other nations, they're nothing to the Most High, man. That's right. Go ahead.
But be like unto spittle.
Right.
It has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
I mean, the Lord don't care about you, man. All right? Go ahead.
And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing.
Right, these other nations which are reputed as nothing. All right, you so-called Arabs, you Ishmaelites, you whatever, man. You Elamites, so-called East Indians, you whatever, all you other nations, man. Especially you so-called white people. You're the lowest of the low. Go ahead, bring it on now.
Have begun to be lords over us.
So all these low-life people, all these low-life nations, all right, who have these foul customs, all right, they have begun to be lords over the chosen, man. Over the princes, man. Bring it on out.
And to devour us.
And they devoured us. Go ahead.
But we, thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, and thy fervent lover, are given into their hands. If the world now be made for our sakes, why, if the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world?
Right, if the world be made for our sakes, why do we not have a inheritance? Why are you Israelites at the bottom? Why don't you own anything, man? Even in your own neighborhoods, you got these Moabites, these so-called Chinese. How you up and buy? All right? Because there are a bunch of heathens that's over you, man. Matter of fact, get me Deuteronomy 28, man. Let me Deuteronomy the 28th chapter, man. And we'll show you why. All right? It's biblical prophecy, man. All right? Bring it on out.
How long shall this endure?
How long is this going to be? And this is what the Israelites have always been asking. Okay? Even when the Lord came on the scene 2,000 years ago, they said, will thou now? Matter of fact, give me that. Give me that.
This is Acts 1 and verse 6.
This is the sentiment of the Bible. The Israelites are trying to find out when are we going to be back in rulership with Yahweh, in good graces with the Heavenly Father. That's what it's all about. You see what I'm saying? And that's what the Lord is coming back to restore, man. Go ahead, bring it on out. Yep.
Ezra asked the same question.
Right.
You know, he said, when is basically, when are we going to get in power? You see? Jacob's saying, yeah, that's right.
This is Acts 1 and verse 6. When they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to
Well,
Israel?
now at this time restore the kingdom of the Most High to Israel. That's what they've been asking, man. So what's all this thing with the whole world is going to come together? And that's never in the Bible. That's in the New Testament, man. So it's showing you it was all about the Israelites. Man. Go ahead, bring it on out. Read that again as a matter of fact. Read that again.
Acts 1 and 6. When they therefore were come together, they asked of them, saying, Lord, will thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel?
Right. Is it meaning what? Is the Israelites going to be in power now? Are you going to put the Israelites back in power? This is what they were waiting for, man. Go ahead. And I was it on that? You got something? Bring that up.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high.
Right.
And thou shalt come down very low.
Right, that's why these heathen are above you jakes very high, man, in the society, man. All right? Financially and many other ways, man. Okay? Because the heathen, this is the earth, right now, this is the time of the Gentiles. See, so you Israelites got to be at the bottom until the Lord puts you back on top of all these other nations.
That's right.
When he put us on top of these other nations, that's when everything's going to be right again, man. Now everything is out of course, man. See what I'm saying to you? Everything is out of course, man. Nobody knows their purpose. Even the fishes ain't doing what they're supposed to do. Right? And the shrimp are not doing what they're supposed to do because they're out eating the shrimp, man. Okay? Eating animals that are not supposed to be eaten. You know? Destroying certain, taking out certain trees and building cities where they're not supposed to be building cities. Okay? There's certain trees they're not supposed to cut down according to the law, man. But Esau doesn't know that, man. Bring it on out.
Proverbs 30 and 21. For 3 things the earth is disquieted, and for 4 which it cannot bear.
Right.
For a servant when he reigneth.
Well, for a servant when he reigneth. These Edomites are servants. We've been telling you, man. This is why the earth is polluted, man. This is why the women think they're over the men and all this madness. All right? Because Esau is a servant in power. It's like you put a child and you give him control over a company. What's going to happen with the company, man? It's going to fall, man. These Edomites are children in the spirit, man. We're the real rulers in this earth, man. That's right, huh? We are the real aristocracy, man.
That's right.
The Israelites, man. Go ahead, bring it on out.
Ecclesiastes 10 and 16.
Yep.
Woe to thee, O land, when thy king is a child.
Woe to thee meaning what? It's going to be destroyed. It's going to be messed up. Okay? You wonder why the fishes are beaching themselves? Why are they beaching themselves? Because they're dumping chemicals into the water. What common sense is that? You're ruling the earth. You say, okay, let me put the chemicals in the ocean. That's what these so-called white people do, man. And these other nations, they follow after this dirty, man. When we get back into power, man, we're going to set everything up in order, man. All this garbage is going to be taken out, man. All right? It says,
Woe to thee, O land, when thy king
this shit is filthy, man. The people are filthy.
That's right.
All right? The
That's
earth is
right.
filthy, man.
That's right.
The animals are filthy. Everything is defiled in this place, man. Go ahead.
It says, Woe to thee, O land, when thy king is a child, and thy princes eat in the morning.
That's it.
Bless out there, O
What
land.
the scriptures say that children are their oppressors and women rule over them, man. Everything is out of course. Everything is backwards, man. All right? You got these women who think they're in a higher level than you. All right? Because they got educated. What the fuck is that? So you got a master's. What is that? The Lord made the man over the woman. That's it. Point blank period, man. So like the scriptures also say, and you got, hold on, so I got a joke in there, and you got this red pill trying to explain it in technically this, biology and all this extra shit. The Most High made us above you. That's it. He said, yo, your desire is supposed to be your husband. That's it, man. You're supposed to bear children and be fruitful and multiply. Anything else outside of that is out of course, man. Anything outside of that, you're not fulfilling your purpose. And you're never going to be fulfilled in that. So keep doing it, man. Keep playing games, man. Go ahead, bring it on out.
So like just to build on what you were saying, scriptures also say that what the Most High did impart unto her understanding.
Right.
So how could she be smarter than you?
Right.
You know?
They need guidance. They need point blank periods. They need guidance. That's it. When you let them do their own thing, guess what? It's gonna lead to chaos. Man.
That's right.
That's why their life is always in shambles. That's why them landlords coming up now. They're stopping to rent to women. They stop renting to women. Because they know they don't deal with their finance correct, man.
Woman means servant, right? Female.
Right? See, they left from that essence, man. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's a beautiful order.
Yeah.
What you gotta do, man. You're supposed to be the first teachers, man. All right? But anything like, but they want to be like, well, I'm this, I'm not just that, I'm this and that, and that, I'm an astronaut. see? But then they don't even do what they're supposed to do, basic things they're supposed to do. They don't do that right. But they try to do everything else. Come on, give me a break, man. Go ahead, bring it on up.
Ecclesiastes 10 and 17. Blessed art thou, O land, when thy king is the son of nobles, and thy princes eat in due season.
And we are the sons of nobles. We're gonna, when we come into rulership, everything's going to turn back to the Garden of Eden. All right? And everyone, and guess what? Happiness is going to be on the earth, man. They're not going to be, oh, I got a low days and high days, low days. All right? Everyone's going to, actually, it's going to be a vibration of happiness. Okay? And the earth is like, this earth is boring too, man. Okay, Esau has the earth all boring. Like, he's sitting there, it's like, yo, you know? Y'all gotta, let me get some yaya, let me do something. Y'all do something, you want to do something, you know? Let me get this.
This is Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
And we are the righteous, man. The Israelites are the righteous, man. All right, so when we're in authority, the people are going to rejoice. When the true Israelites, the true J-E-Ws, man. Not those people in the land now with the small hats doing ring around the rosy. Those are not the people, man. You think when King David got the Ark of the Covenant, he was doing ring around the rosy, man? No, man, he was doing, he was breakdancing. He was getting down, man. That's why his rock, that's why he, that's why he said he was, said he was doing backflips and all that, man. He wasn't doing no, Edomites can't dance, man. They can't sing. The Lord is not looking at them. Because the Israelites were known to sing, especially the Levites, right? Yep. You think the Most High is going to come down and listen to an Edomite sing? Taylor Swift? Come on, man. He's coming down to hear some real singing, man. Some what's her name? Anita Baker type singing, man. In the spirit. Bring it on out, man.
But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
Right, and these are the wicked, these so-called white people, these Edomites. That's the wicked, according to the Bible, man. That's right. Give me Malachi 1 and 4, man. You're going to prove it right now. Okay? Bring it on out.
It's the book of Malachi, chapter 1 and verse 4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places.
Yep.
Thus saith the Lord, power of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness.
And they're going to call these Edomites the border of wickedness. Why? Because they are the wicked. Everywhere they go, they pollute it. All right? Everywhere they go, it's polluted. Everywhere they go, they bring wickedness. They don't bring righteousness, man. See, when we're in power, we're going to bring righteousness, man. All right? Matter of fact, give me Isaiah the 2nd chapter.
And the people against whom the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai hath indignation forever.
I'm not tripping. Go ahead. Keep on going.
Romans chapter 8 and verse 8:19. For the earnest expectation of the creature waiteth for the manifestation of the sons of the Most High.
Right. The manifestation of the sons of the Most High. Meaning what? They're waiting for Israel to get back into power. Right? They're waiting for the Israelites to come back into power. All right? They're not waiting for Moab to get into power in the spirit. Okay? Because what's going to happen there, man? Moab eats anything. The so-called Chinese don't eat anything. Don't cook anything. All right? As long as, they don't care what it is, man. They'll try, they want the soy sauce with that. They'll find a squid in the, you know what I mean? For something in the sewer, they'll grab it. Oh, yeah, good. Oh, yeah. Wipe it out there. Bring out the sewer water, will bring flavor. A lot of flavor. I'm going to speak to this one more white man. He's trying to snap. He's trying to stab. He said some shit, man. He said some shit about Jake. And I say, yo, but you guys eat anything. Cat meow meow, you guys eat anything. You don't understand. You also have to break it down to him, And he kind of got his shape, he kind of looked down. I said, no, but it's good for the eyes. So that's bullshit, man. Just because a cat can see good, that doesn't mean if you eat it, you can see better.
Wow.
That's the logic. That's the logic of these heathen. That's the understanding and the wisdom of these heathen.
You ever seen them skin snakes?
I've seen, well, I know. They skin everything. Who had Isaiah the 2nd chapter?
This is Isaiah chapter 2 and verse 1. The word that Isaiah, the son of Amos, saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem. And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountains of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains,
Yeah.
and shall be exalted above the hills.
Give me that. Right, shall be exalted above the hills, man. We're gonna be exalted above all these other nations, man. Starting with Yahweh Shai. Okay, he's gonna be the top. We're gonna be under him as rulers, man. All right. See what I'm saying? The Lord is not gonna leave Jacob in his low state. That's right. What?
And all nations shall flow unto it, and many people shall go and say, Come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the God of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways.
That's it. And that's what they're gonna learn. We're in power, they're gonna learn the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. That's what's gonna bring the earth back in the right course, man. What? Bring it on now.
And we will walk in his path, for out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem.
That's
right.
So we're gonna have to teach these other nations how to do the right thing, man. How to live right. You know? See? And it's not gonna be no democracy. We're gonna vote and all that nonsense. Which that's all a farce anyway. That's all fake. That's all smoke and mirrors, man. They're all set up. They all give you the same promise. It's all lies. We're gonna tell you the truth, and we're gonna break down the right way, man. Everything's gonna be done right. Bring it on now.
Verse 4, and he shall judge among the nations,
Right.
and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares,
Yeah.
and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore.
Right, because there ain't gonna be no war. All right? As soon as these nations start to think that they'll get smart and think that they're gonna do something, we got the power to bring in, stop the rain, right? Bring an earthquake, okay? Because we're gonna be able to judge angels. We're gonna be able to direct angels. Listen, the Lord's gonna give us ultimate power, man. Power that Esau can never get. Power that he doesn't even, the elites of the society, they don't even have anything close to what we're gonna get, man. You have to understand that, man. We're gonna have control over the elements with spiritually, man. See what I'm saying? So, listen, man. Esau can't even go to other planets. We're gonna be going to other planets, inhabiting them. All right? So you see, Esau's on a very low level, man. Okay? What, man?
This is Daniel chapter 7 and 27. And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High.
Right. So it's gonna translate. It's gonna be given to us, and it's gonna be taken from these Edomites, man.
Taken.
Right, and they're gonna be given to us as well. Oh, Edom shall be a possession. We're gonna possess you, Edomites, man. You other nations, man. You gotta understand that. We're bring it on now.
Whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom.
That's right.
And all dominions shall serve and obey him.
They're gonna serve, man. Okay, they're gonna serve. What does it mean to be a servant? It means to be a slave. It's a polite way of saying a slave. All right. We tell them to do that, break down the rock. They're gonna break down the rock. Okay. We tell them to make a Jenga puzzle. Put it. They're gonna have to do it. Okay. They're not gonna have any choice, man. Go ahead.
Real quick, Isaiah 55
Bring it on now.
and verse 5. Behold, thou shalt call a nation that thou knowest not, and nations that knew not thee shall run unto thee, because of the Lord thy power, and for the Holy One of Israel, for he hath glorified thee.
Right.
This is Isaiah 60 and 12. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted.
Right. And we're not gonna have to fight. We're not gonna have to do anything physically. We're gonna have the spiritual power. You see that? Go ahead. Bring that on out.
So,
Judah. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Bring this up.
This is Psalms chapter 18 and verse 39. For thou hast girded me with strength unto the battle. Thou hast subdued under me those that rose up against me. Thou hast also given me the necks of mine enemies, that I might destroy them
See, the
that
Lord is
hate
going to give us the next, right? When you have the necks of your enemies, right, or anybody, you control that person, man. Someone got you by the neck, you control them, man. Right? You got the upper hand, man. All right? So we're going to have the necks of our enemies, man. All right? And who's our enemies? All these other nations, starting with the nation of Edom. They're all enemies to us, man. Okay? Don't look at them as friends. They're not friends. They're enemies, man. Oh, that's a good one. No, there's no such thing as a good enemy. See what I'm saying to you? Bring it on out. It's going to say, who can make straight that which the Lord has made crooked.
Oh.
They cried, but there was none to save them, even unto the Lord Yahweh, but he answered them not. Then did I beat them small as the dust before the wind, and did cast them out as the dirt in the street.
Right, the Lord's going to beat them small as the dust, man. Okay, I mean, you're not going to get back. You beat something small as the dust, no one's going to put it back together. It's done. Right, it's finished. Okay? You just cracked it up and it was, there's like 4 pieces, maybe you could put it together. But if you beat it to the dust, there's nothing to put together, man. That's what's getting ready to come to you, devils, man. Okay?
Thou hast delivered me from the strivings of the people, and thou hast made me the head of the heathen.
Right, we're going to be the head over these devils, man. And these other nations. What?
A people whom I have not known shall serve me. As soon as they hear of me, they shall obey me.
Right, they're going to come and bow down, man. They're going to give reverence, man. See that? Because listen, it's going to be known we are the aristocracy, man. We are the true rulers of this earth, man. Okay, starting with Yahweh Shai. And these Edomites are going to be at the bottom of the bottom, man. Right. See, that's why I said rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom. This is your time, man. The cup shall surely pass on unto thee, man.
That's right.
They're going to have to drink it, man. Right. There's nothing they can do to avoid it. That's right. You can't talk your way out of judgment, man. You know? Go ahead.
The strangers shall submit themselves unto me.
Like Esau really believes in his mind. Like if he talks his way out, if he talks enough, he can find a point where he can evade judgment. You can never evade judgment, man. All right? The Lord is going to judge you regardless, man. You're never going to be able to evade it, man. Okay? You sold your own people, black soul, black, this, that, and oh God, Mao Zedong and up. Yo, you're still going to get judged. The Lord still has all that written down, man. What the hell's wrong with you, man? Bring that up.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 5 and verse 4. Say not, I have sinned, and what harm hath happened unto me.
Right, that's what Esau said. I've sinned, I've done this, and what harm happened unto me. Go ahead.
For the Lord is long suffering.
The Lord is waiting. We're at the time of your judgment, man. We're at the time of your judgment now. That's why the society's crumbling, man. Okay? Go ahead, bring it on out.
He will in no wise let thee go.
And he's not going to let you go, man. All right? You're going to have to pay, man. All right? Like I said, part of your punishment is to be slaves under us.
Ooh,
That's part of the punishment. We're gonna exact all of our heart upon you, man. All right? You're going to get paid back, man. We're going to put some of those things back in your memory, too. So you can just fear, just wait. You know, we're just going to be looking at you. You know, we're looking at you. So now is it now? And then we're just going to torment you for a few days, man. All right? Because you know the judgment is coming, man.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 16, and verse 23. And in hell, he lift up his eyes, being in torment, and seeth Abraham afar off, and Lazarus in his bosom. And he cried and said, Father Abraham, have mercy on me, and send Lazarus that he may dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue, for I am tormented in this flame.
Right, he's going to be tormented. These Edomites are going to be tormented, man. All right, because what does the Lazarus represent? That represents us, the Israelites. Okay, these Edomites, the so-called white people, they represent the rich man in that parable. Okay, so they're what? They're going to be tormented in these times to come, man. Because the Lord is going to put them under us, man. Let me Edom shall be a possession, man. Okay, go
But Abraham said, Son, remember that thou in thy lifetime receivest thy good things.
Yep.
And
Well,
likewise,
they had you Jakes in slavery, man. You Jakes was, you were at the bottom, right? You see what I'm saying? They were killing you, lynching you, raping your women. All right, they were doing all that shit. Okay? For fun. Oh, chopping up pregnant women. See, there's a lot of things they don't tell you in the history, right? But then they act like they're benevolent people. And then they'll celebrate those people. Right? They just had Christopher Columbus Day just the other day, man. So these devils are clearly guilty, man. Bring it on up. Bring it
and
on up.
likewise Lazarus evil things. But now he is comforted, and thou art tormented.
Right, you're right. Now thou art tormented, man. Right? And they're tormented in the spirit. They can smile and laugh, but deep down they know. They know. Don't let these devils fool you, man. Right? Don't let these other nations fool you, man. They know something is coming in the spirit, man. We're just making it clear for them, man, of what's coming, man. We're just telling them clearly what's coming, man. All right? All right, boy? Bring it on out, man.
This is the book of Job 15 and 21. A dreadful sound is in his ears.
Right.
In
This
prosperity.
is that dreadful sound, the truth of the scriptures, man. The fact that you devils are going to have to go into captivity, man. That you're going to have to pay for all your crimes, man. You see that? That's a dreadful sound, man. And that you're never going to rise back up into power, man. And the worst of all is that we're going to be the rulers over you, man. Bring it on now.
In prosperity, the destroyer shall come upon him.
That's Yahweh Shai, man.
This is Revelation 2:25. But that which ye have already, hold fast till I come. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations.
Right, he elected the nation of Israel. They're gonna have the power over the nations. Showing you all the nations not gonna be delivered. It's only the Israelites. Go ahead.
And he shall rule them with the rod of iron. As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers.
So that doesn't sound like we're gonna be nice to them, right? Go ahead.
Even as I have received of my father.
Even as I received of my Father. All right? Go ahead.
This is Numbers 24:17. I shall see him, but not now. I shall behold him, but not nigh. There shall come a star out of Jacob, and the scepter shall rise out of Israel, and shall smite the corners of Moab, and destroy all the children of Seth. And Edom shall be a possession.
Right, so what? So who's the star that he's seeing? That's Yahweh Shai. That's who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, man. Right? Who's the so-called black man, by the way, with white woolly hair, man. He's coming back to deliver us, man. All right? And he said, what? What is he going to do? Read that again.
And Edom shall be a possession.
Edom, these Edomites, these so-called white people, they're going to be a possession. But really, that's also going into their land. They're going to take their land as well. Go ahead. Which is not really their land is in Mount Seir, in Edom. They're in everywhere else except for their home, their true homeland. Bring it on out.
Edom shall be a possession.
Right?
Seir also shall be a possession for his enemies. And Israel shall do valiantly.
Keep going on that. Keep going on that. And Israel's going to do mightily. Go ahead.
Out of Jacob shall come he that shall have dominion, and shall destroy him that remaineth of the city. And when he looked at Amalek, he took up his parable.
Who's Amalek, man? The people that are calling themselves us, man. Right? Those people that are calling themselves us. They got the small hats, they got the curls. That's Amalek, man. Those are not the true Israelites, man. That's a farce. That's identity theft right there. Bring it on up.
He took up his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever.
Right? At the end of the day, when it's all said and done, you Edomites are going to perish forever. Give me Obadiah 1:18.
Obadiah 1:8. Can I start 17?
Go ahead.
17. But upon Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions.
That's right.
And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame,
Yep.
and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau.
So none of you Edomites are going to be remaining, including Amalek, right? Which is a tribe in Edom. All right, meaning what? They're going to be exterminated in the kingdom of God. All right, see, they try to exterminate us and all these other nations, right? A lot of different nations, but guess what? They're the ones that's going to be exterminated. That's how the Lord has it set up. Go ahead.
For the Lord has spoken it, and they of the south shall possess the mount of Esau, and they of the plain the Philistines, and they shall possess the land, the fields of Ephraim, and the fields of Samaria, and Benjamin shall possess Gilead.
That's it. That's it. All right, so what? He's going to put us in our own land, and then what? We're going to possess these Edomites. And these Edomites are not going to need a land because they're going to be dispersed as slaves amongst all these other nations, man. Give me Joel 3 again. I don't know if you reach out to the bottom. Yeah, so read that part again. All right? Yeah, right. Read on.
Joel 3:6, the children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have been sold into the Grecians.
Right, so read it nice and slow, bro. Time. Read it on out again.
Joel 3:6, the children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have been sold unto the Grecians.
So they sold us to these Edomites, the so-called white people. You see that? Go ahead, bring it on out.
That ye might remove them fire from their border. Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them.
See, we're being raised up now in the spirit. That's why we remembering who we are. All right, go ahead.
And I will return your recompense upon your own head.
Yeah.
I will sell your sons and your
So
daughters.
what are we going to do? We're going to sell their sons and their daughters. That's what's coming next. That's biblical prophecy. All right? They're not just going to be able to skate into the sunset. No. The next step is you're going into slavery under us. And that's going to be, we're going to be ruling for eternity. But there's going to be a particular date where all you Edomites are going to be gathered up, right? After that 1,000-year period and burnt up, man. See that? We're going to have a great bonfire, man. All right? However way we take them out, you Edomites are going to be cut away from that. Okay? But we'll keep the women around because guess what? Eventually that's going to die off. All right? We're going to have our fun. You see that? See how that works? And they're going to love it too. Right? You know what I mean? They're going to get to be with the sons of God, man. You see how that works? You know, it's funny, guy, because even these racist Edomites, they're always up on Jake, man. All right? It's funny. It's funny like that. You know, I had an experience with that just the other day, man. Okay? You see what I'm saying? But they're all into Jake, man. All right? But deep down, they got that hatred, man. Because they're Edomites at the end of the day. All right? Read on now.
This is Job 20 and verse 6.
Yep.
Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach onto the clouds,
Right.
yet shall he perish forever, like his own
He's
dog.
going to perish forever, man. See, these Edomites, they're in rulership now, but they're about to perish. When the Lord comes back, he's taking them out, and they're going to perish eventually, man. All right? After we put them in hardcore slavery, man. All right? It's not going to be fun either, man. Right? We're gonna wreak vengeance. We're gonna remember all the shit you did, man. And we're gonna wreak vengeance on you, man. Great vengeance, man. Bring it on out.
They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found.
Right? They're gonna perish, man. They're gonna perish, man. And people's just gonna be like a myth. It's gonna seem like a myth when we tell our children. There was kids named people named Edomites. They had red skin. What? And they took over the world and what? They polluted the whole earth? What? It's gonna be like a myth when we bring it up, man. Okay? We're gonna be like, yeah. There were some demons, man. Right? So we had to deal with them. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Yeah, they had us in slavery too. Yeah, we were at the bottom. Remember? Yeah. They were lynching us. They were doing all that stuff.
No.
We're gonna be telling the stories, man.
No.
They're like, no way. All right? It's gonna be like a myth, man. But it's gonna be like a nightmare, like a dream, a nightmare. Bring it on out.
Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night.
Woo! It's gonna be like a bad dream, like a nightmare. Man. That's what this is gonna be like. All right? We're gonna go into eternity, and that's the difference between the first resurrection. You know, being first in the kingdom, right? Because you're coming directly from this to that. It's like, yo, it's gonna make the experience even more like, yo, when you first start flying.
Oh.
Because you don't know, you know.
That's right.
The children are gonna come out. They're gonna already know how to do that. You see what I'm saying? So that's nothing that is gonna be like, all right, whatever. Bring on the fire. Pick up some shit. So what's the big deal? But that's what they're gonna be remembering, you know? The legs hurting and shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's right.
No headache, whatever, you know? Bring that out.
The beard, no beard.
Right. See what I'm saying? All that. So humility, for honor is humility. Right. So it's gonna make us enjoy it even more. Because now we're in that humility stage.
Yeah. That's right.
Taking hell, catching hell, so you're gonna remember all that in the kingdom. You're gonna enjoy it even more.
Yeah. Right.
Like the elder, the Iquab said, he said what? We had to go through wickedness to appreciate righteousness. We're gonna appreciate it in the kingdom, man. Bring it on out.
Back to Joel 3 and verse 8. And I will sell your sons and your daughters unto the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabians, to a people far off, for the Lord hath spoken.
Right, so you're going to be sold, man. You're going to be sold. All right, so you Edomites, you can't evade the judgment. All right, the judgment is coming one way or another. Right? All right, neither can you other nations evade the judgment. All right, you're just going to have to accept it. Okay, because who can speak against the Most High? Who can do anything against the Most High? Right? You know? That's something? What was the fool or thou man that speaks this way? That one? Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
book of Amos, chapter 9, and verse 11. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old. That they may possess the remnant of Edom and all the heathen which are called by my name.
Right, in the kingdom of David, right, in the kingdom, going back to the ancient world, King David wasn't equal. We weren't equal as Israelites with these other nations. Man. We had these other nations in subjection. Man. So that's what the Lord is bringing back in the kingdom of heaven, man. And King David is going to be there too. Okay? So what? We're going to be above these other nations once again. All right? Now people ain't going to be all bugged out of their mind, man. Weirdos and shit. You know? They're going to have a ruling class mentality, man. Okay? And the men are going to, the men of the Lord, the glory is going to be on a whole nother level. See, when we touch down, they're going to bow down. They're going to actually bow. It's not going to be like, oh, Justin Trudeau to shoot rocks at that. You're a terrible prime minister. All right? They're going to actually bow. Oh, yo, Israelites coming. Oh, yo.
Yeah.
Yo, one of the 144.
Yeah, he's coming. He's coming.
Yeah,
That's
right,
it.
right. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's going to be like. And it's going to be eternal. It's going to be eternal. It ain't going to be no 50, 250, 150 years. No, it's going to be eternal.
That's right. That's right.
It says that they may possess the remnant of Edom and of all the heathen which are called by my name, said the Lord that doeth this. This is Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 4. For Gaza shall be forsaken, and Ashkelon the desolation. They shall drive out Ashdod at the noonday, and Ekron shall be rooted out. Verse 7. And the coast shall be for the remnant of the house of Judah. They shall feed thereupon. In the house of Ashkelon they shall lie down in the evening, for the Lord their power shall visit them and turn away their captivity.
That's it. The Lord's going to take us out of this captivity. Put our enemy, we're getting in Deuteronomy 37. All right? All those curses are going to go on our enemies. Which, as a matter of fact, any Psalms, any church chapter as well. Read on up.
Revelation chapter 9, chapter 3, verse 9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say that they are Jew, but are not, but do lie.
Right. Which
Behold,
back then, that was speaking about the Israelites, okay? That was speaking about the Israelites that were not doing the right thing. You know, like you got these wicked camps that ain't doing the right thing. That was really speaking about them. Because the scripture says what? He's not a Jew outwardly, but he's one inwardly. See, that's what he's saying by that. But now we apply that to those Amalekites. Okay? Now we apply that as well to them. Go ahead, bring it on out.
I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee.
That's it. They're gonna know who the Lord is giving in these last days. Hold on, you got something? Right.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 9, and verse 19. Thou wilt say then unto me, why does he yet find fault? For who has resisted his will?
Right.
Nay, but O man, wert thou?
How about that? Right. Twist his face the other way. His face the other way the whole time? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't notice that?
But you say leave it like that.
No, but I wasn't talking about the camera, brother. The camera was busy. Like the vision, come on, brother.
Because when you came, you said that you don't have enough.
No. You were talking. I thought you were talking about the process thing, the transmission thing. You were talking. You were talking about this.
Okay, I didn't.
No,
touch
I
it.
wasn't talking about the camera, brother. The camera, you gotta watch the
Told me
camera.
don't touch it. I didn't touch it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You bring it back this way.
That's good.
Romans 9 and verse 20. Nay, but O man, who art thou that replies against the Most High? Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus?
Right. Because Esau's trying to speak, speak against the Most High. You can't speak against the Most High. The Most High made you who you are, man. All right? Go ahead. Read it on out.
What if the Most High, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction?
Right. And these Edomites are the vessels of wrath, man. Okay? They're the vessels of wrath fitted for destruction. All right? Go ahead.
and endure, and that he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy.
And we are the vessels of mercy. The Israelites are the vessels of mercy. These Edomites are the vessels of wrath. And the Lord is going to bring judgment upon them. Read on out. Go ahead.
Which he had afore prepared unto glory.
That's it. That's it. There's something else? Got it right?
This is Daniel 4 and verse 35. And all the inhabitants of the earth are reputed as nothing, and he doeth according to his will and the armies of heaven. And among the inhabitants of the earth, and none can stay his hand, or say unto him, what doest thou?
Right. Read that again.
Because Daniel 4 and verse 35. And all the inhabitants of the earth are reputed as nothing, and he doeth according to his will, and the army of heaven, and among the inhabitants of the earth, and none can stay his hand, or say unto him, what doest thou?
Right. None can say what doest thou. You know, you can't, because the Most High is the one who created you. Right? He created the earth. He created everything. You have nothing to say.
This is Isaiah 45 and 9. Woe unto him that striveth with his maker. Let the potter strive with the potters of the earth. Shall the clay say...
And that's these Edomites that are striving with the Heavenly Father, man. They literally try to fight against the Most High. They set up their space force, getting ready for Yahweh Shai to come back, so they can try to fight against Yahweh Shai. That's what that war in heaven is all about. You read the Revelations, man. That's getting ready to happen. And they're going to lose, man. All right? Well, matter of fact, give me that. The war in heaven, man. Well, what you got?
It says, let the potter strive with the potters of the earth.
Yeah.
Shall the clay say to him that fashioneth it, what makest thou? Or thy work, he hath no hands? Woe unto him that saith unto his father, what begettest thou? Or to the woman, what hast thou brought forth?
Revelation chapter 12 and verse 7. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels.
Right, so guess what? Esau, these Edomites, and their military, they're going to try to fight against Yahweh Shai, the Lord, all right, and the angels, man. See what I'm saying? Because they know what's up. They know what the so-called UFOs are. They know what we're saying is the truth. Okay? But Esau is literally trying to upset prophecy, and he can't upset prophecy. Everything he's doing is falling into the lines of prophecy. Although he thinks he's going against prophecy, no. All he's doing is doing what the Most High is making him do. That's all he's doing. Go ahead.
And prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven.
Right. Meaning what? He's going to be completely destroyed. All right? Matter of fact, give me 2 Ezra, the 13th chapter. Give me Daniel's 12th chapter.
This is Daniel 12 and 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people.
Yep.
And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that
So Michael the Archangel is going to stand up for our people, man. Right? The Israelites, man. You see that? So he's coming with who? He's coming with Yahweh Shai. He's coming with the Lord. With the world English we call Jesus Christ, man. Okay? Coming to deliver us out of this situation, man. And deliver us from the hands of our enemies, man. Okay? Because Esau has militaries, he got all these kind of weapons. So that's why the Lord wanted him to build up to that level so he can take it down. Right? Go ahead. Give me that with the Pharaoh. Can I see purpose about
and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was, since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time, thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book.
That's it. Everyone that's found written in the book. Everyone's not written in the book, man. Right? Only the elect is written in the book. Okay? And we're the only ones pushing about the elect. The scriptures speak about the elect, the chosen. Alright? Go ahead.
2 Corinthians 4 and 14. And said, come, let us go and make war against the sea, that it may depart away before us, and that we may make us more worse. The flood of the sea also in lake. Oh, that's not the good one.
All right. Read yours, my man.
This is Romans 9 and verse 17. For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for the same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might shew my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth.
Right, his name. See that? So what's his name? Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahweh Shai. So that's about to be declared throughout the whole earth, man. Right? Not Jesus the Christ. That's not his name. Right? His name is in the Hebrew. That's not no damn English or Greek. Okay? Read on out.
It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 13 and verse 1. And it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night. And lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the waves thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven.
That man is speaking about Yahweh Shai, all right? What the world English calls Jesus Christ. Who was a so-called black man, by the way, with white woolly hair. All right? Go ahead, bring it on up.
And when he turned his countenance to look, all things trembled that were seen under him. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it feeleth the fire. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men, out of number.
That's those armies that's going to come and try to fight against the Lord, man. All right? Go ahead.
From the four winds of the heavens to subdue the man that came out of the sea. And I beheld, and lo, he had great...
And that's why they have their space force set up. They're not telling them why they have a space force. They're not doing wars with actual green men from Mars. They know the angels is coming back with Yahweh Shai. They know that. All right? He even said, what if we found out there was an outside force? Will we not come together to fight it? This is what we're reading about, man. They're about to come back to do that, man. And these prophecies are found in the Bible. It's not found in the Quran. All right? It's found in the Bible, man. Read on out, man.
Verse 6, verse 5, and after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men,
right,
out of number, from the four winds of the heaven, to subdue the man that came out of the sea.
So they're going to come fight against our Lord, man. They're going to fight against Yahweh Shai. And they're going to lose, man. With all their weaponry, they're going to lose, bro. It's going to be a one-round knockout, man. Go ahead, bring it on up.
But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain, and flew upon it. But I would have seen the region or place whereout the hill was graven, and I could not. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst fight.
Right. Yeah, you're right. They were all afraid, and they still fought. All right. Why? Because the Lord put the Spirit on them to fight. Okay. Go ahead.
And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war.
Right.
But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth, as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests.
Yeah.
And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest.
Right, so that was like a great power that came from the chariot. All right, go ahead.
And fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude, nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke.
So only dust and smell of smoke is going to be left from those armies, man. All right, that's it. So when they go, he got that little clown. He had a spirit on him. He can't. The Lord put a spirit on him to go and get him. So I'm not trying to argue with you, man. Wow, I don't believe that. You don't believe anything, you know? He believes everything is just peaches and cream, you know? They just love people, you know? And the queen was just kissing black babies in Africa.
When I saw this, I was afraid. Afterward, I saw the same man come down from the mountain and call unto him another peaceable multitude.
Right.
And there came much people unto him, whereof some were glad, some were sorry, and some of them were bound.
Right, so there's going to be different people, all right? Some of them are going to be sad, some of them are going to be sorry, and some of them are going to be bound. Most people are not going to be happy, let's put it that way, all right? And then the rest of them, well, first of all, they got all their family probably died. You know what I'm saying? All these different reasons. A lot of people are not going to be happy. You see what I'm saying? But then you got the heathen that are going to come in captivity, especially these Edomites. So, where's all this lovey-dovey and butterflies and doves and all this stuff? The Lord is coming to bring vengeance, man. And it's not going to be a happy day for you. It says, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord, for what end is it to you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light, even much darkness and no brightness in it, man. You see what I'm saying? So you people keep playing around, man. You Israelites keep playing around, man. Act like you don't know what's up. All right? Because none of these Israelites in the world are right. All of them are wicked as hell. That's why you gotta try to avoid it. Right, how you doing that? You know? But in your spirit, like, no, get out of here quick. They're not right. Even the ones that seem cool, they're not cool, bro. They'll sell you out quick. You know what I'm saying?
Well, can I read it from NIV?
Yeah.
Habakkuk 3:4 NIV. His splendor was like the sunrise, rays flashes from his hand, where his power was hidden.
Wow, rays flashes from his hand, where his power was hidden. Right? That's the power. And all that when you see Dragon Ball Z and them things, that's when Yahushua is coming back. And no one's gonna be able to stop it. Okay? See what I'm saying? Rolling times of moon. See what I'm saying to you? But what time is it?
This is Isaiah 31 and verse 3. Now the Egyptians are men and not power, and their horses flesh and not spirit. When the Messiah shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall down, and they shall fall altogether.
They're all going to fall down. They're all going to be destroyed. You know? You get confused because it gets dark outside, so you feel like it's... But anyways, right. Read that again, please.
Isaiah 31 and verse 3. Now the Egyptians are men and not powers, and their horses flesh and not spirit. When the Messiah shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall down, and they shall all fail together.
Right, so anyone that's trying to join hand in hand with this stuff, they're going to fall down with him. Right, any of you jakes that set the table for that truth, you're going to have to pay for that, man. You see? Oh, you sell out celebrities, right? That includes West. Yeah, that includes him. That includes all of them, man. All of them sold out. To get where you're at, you have to sell out, man, to get on that level in society, man. And they got to do a lot of rituals and shit like that. Okay? They just get there, Esau, oh yeah, you're talented, come up. No, it's more than that. You got to be talented, but you got to have something else to it.
Get caught.
Yeah, exactly.
I see a video, they say you have to drink piss and seed.
What?
That was one of the ads.
Yeah, what Nas mentioned that. That was low level. Nas mentioned that. That's low level, yeah.
Nas mentioned that, yeah.
Yeah, Nas said that in the rap. He said that in the rap. He mentioned that in the rap. Hey.
He also said Beyonce had bad breath.
She need that shit.
Have to do a certain thing.
She needs to have that cucumber.
Known in the industry, that's what they said. She had bad breath.
Yeah, because these are foul people, you know? They're foul. They're up here in a high level, but they're foul people. Very fine. So to answer what they say, and Jacob is willing to fight tooth and nail for Esau's blessing. They're willing to do unspeakable things. But when we're telling them, all you have to do is believe in how Bashi Al-Shai, and they're going to get all this glory, man. To rule over people, have nations under you, but they're not willing to do that. But for Daddy E, they're willing to, to bow down and, take it up,
Yeah.
That's what
Esau, he envied our blessing. Genesis.
Yeah.
Jacob's trying to get his.
Esau was our blessing, That's what he said when the days of my father I had, I'm going to slay my brother. And then here you are, oh, I want to be with Esau. I have to do grind, get a career, get on the level. I like to get on the level. Well, this world right here is polluted, man. It's a mirage, it's a facade. Facade, it's like a facade. That's why when Satan came to Yahushua, which the world ignorant calls Jesus Christ, Yahushua didn't accept Satan's offer, man. Because Yahushua saw through all that facade, man.
That's right.
He saw that rulership was polluted. It's going to be done. The Heavenly Father said, if you ask, I'm going to give you the heathen and the uttermost parts of the earth, man.
That's right.
Yahushua already knew what he was going to get, man. And we're telling you, Jakes, but you guys don't want to listen. You still want part of this filthy shit, man.
Bring it on up, bring it on up.
Psalm 78, like in Psalm 73 and verse 3. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked.
That's it, man. All right? You see, and our people are envious at the foolish, and that's the wicked. When the violent men are exalted, I actually said that before, right? And so all the people that are on a high level, those people are the low people, man. Low people, man. It's on the same chapter. Okay, go ahead.
For there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men.
Neither are they plagued like other men, right? So these Edomites, they're living good compared to these other nations. You know what I'm saying? So Jake wants that. You see, because Jake is catching all kind of help. That's why sometimes you got certain Jake, right? They're trying to get with Esau because they think that that's going to absolve them of what's going on around 28. That's not going to absolve you of that. Okay, you have to go through that. That's part of that comes as spiritual. You know, go ahead.
So like I just had, Micah said, I will bear the indignation of the Lord because he sinned. So all of our people, we have to bear that indignation, man. You know, we went against the Heavenly Father, man. You have to go through that process, man, to get to the kingdom. But then they want to go to Esau, what's it called? Help their bruise, put a band-aid over the wound. But that's not gonna help, man. That hole that you have, man, it's not because you're missing the truth, man. You know, it tells you Israel is searching, but they didn't obtain what they're looking for, man. Only the election. You know what you're looking for is this truth, not having an inheritance with Esau, man.
Right.
This is Deuteronomy 28 and verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed. Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee.
Right, that's it. I'll keep going on Psalms.
Psalm 73 and verse 6. Therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain. Violence covereth them as a garment. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than heart could wish.
Yeah, that's the Edomites, man. All right? So that's them, because they're vile, they're wicked, evil people, but they prosper, right? Well, because the Lord put the wicked in power for a period of time. Get me Job 9 and 24. Job 9 and 24 real quick. Okay. Bring it on out.
Job 9 and verse 24. And the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
Right, and these Edomites are the wicked. Okay? The earth was given into his hand. Go ahead.
And he covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
That's it. But
This is the book of Psalms 12 and 8. The wicked walk on every side when the vilest men are exalted.
right, and that's why there's so much wickedness going on. All right? Because the vilest men in the earth are exalted. They're on the highest level. Even amongst our people, even amongst Jake, the ones that are exalted on that level, they're vile because they have particular acts. Those ones that you see, they have the one hit wonders, you don't see them again. Those ones, they were better than those ones that are on the higher level because they saw certain things and they said, nah, you know what, I'll stop here, I'll get off of this stop. You know? What?
John 19:15, straight to the point. But they cried out, away with.
Hold on. We are the Israelites. Do you see your name on this side here? Your family, your father's name? On that side. The other side. This is the Israelites. These are the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Okay, and they're scattered around the earth. Alright? So what we're doing is we're waking up our people. Because the Lord is raising up the men of the nation, alright, to be back on top. Okay? So he's going to take out all this disorder that's in the world, that's amongst our people, purge it out, all that pride that's in our world, that arrogance. Alright? And he's going to take down the so-called white people and put us back on top. To rule forever. That's the bottom line. Well, not just black, because you see, you got Hamites that are black too, right? Like Ethiopians, those are not our people. Okay? But we have the west coast of Africa, most of them are Nigerians, Congo, so on and so forth. Because that's where we came from slavery, right? But then you have a lot of people that are so-called black. We went away from that word black. You look up the word black right now in the Webster dictionary, I'll show you why. Okay? because black actually has a negative connotation. And they gave us that name to put that negative vibration. That's why everywhere you go, black people are looked down upon. Black people have a negative, people have a negative thought against them. It's all psychological as well. Okay, read that real quick. You got it? And get me yeah. Huh? Yeah, we're from Montreal. Some of these brothers are from Ontario. Go ahead.
This is Ezekiel chapter.
You from here?
This is Ezekiel chapter 37 and verse 4. And he said unto me, prophesy upon these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of the Lord.
The dry bones is our people. All of our people are dry bones. Why? Because they don't have the truth, the knowledge. You see, the knowledge is what revives us. This is what comforts us. Give me the Ecclesiastes 4. Knowing the truth, knowing the future, you're okay and content with what's happening now because you know what's about to happen. Love for the elect. Love for the elect and the love for our people as well. What we're doing is the elect is the chosen. The elect is the chosen. As in what people? Is it all these people in the earth? No. They're not the same. For the elect. Chosen. No, you mean the other nations? No, well, I'll show you. There's Psalms 8. Well, I'm going to show you in the Bible. I'm going to let the Bible speak to you. But before we get there, I want to stay on one topic at a time real quick. What did I do over here? You were there already. Okay, did you get that definition?
It says black. It says characterized by the absence of light. It says reflecting or transmitting little or no light. It says old-fashioned, literally, thoroughly sinister or evil.
That's the actual definition of black. You see that? So they love when you call yourself black. You see what I'm saying? But you see when you call yourself an Israelite now that's a problem. That's why Kanye West is in the news the way he is. Because he mentioned that, oh, we are the Jews are black. You see? Even though he's probably control opposition, but at the end of the day, it's still working for the truth. You have certain people that are hearing that and like, what? I'm a Jew? Yes, but his name is not Jesus Christ, his name is Yahweh. And that's very important. Because his name is
white people, I think that's the name of it.
Right.
Christian, yeah.
Huh?
The other question I have,
Yeah.
how do you guys see the end of the time?
Yeah, we're gonna get up. Listen, I can answer all your questions. It's all about the patience that you have and the time that you have. That's all it's about.
I mean, I'm curious because I see myself every day. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah. Right. Well, we're gonna just finish up this question first. I want to keep it important. Read a bit more. Might have a little bit more on that.
And it says thoroughly sinister, evil. It says wicked. It says indicative of condemnation or discredit.
Right. So anyways, it has to do with evil. And when you look at white, it's the exact opposite. Innocent, pure, not intending to harm. The exact opposite of what people love. Okay, so just showing you the psychological warfare. All right, go ahead.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 37. It says, and thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and the byword of...
Hold on. This was a curse. Matter of fact, hold 3:15 first. All right.
This is Deuteronomy 28 and verse 15.
Very important.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So the Lord is saying, what if our people is not hearkening unto what he told us to do? This is going back to the time of Moses. He said, we don't listen to what he does. He told us to do. Okay? Our people have always been hard-headed. Go ahead.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe all his commandments and his statutes, which I command you this day, that all these curses shall come upon you and overtake you.
All these curses shall come upon you.
Right? It says, cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field.
Right. So anywhere, any city that a king is at, they can see our people. Jake is here in terms of Jake. Wherever Jake is at, that's where that's it's like a general kind of, this is a lower society. Okay? That goes back to this.
Go ahead. Verse 37. 7, and thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword.
Now, a proverb and a byword would be like nigger, all right? Black. That's also a proverb, okay? Nigger just means black. All right? We know that's in the Bible. The word nigger. You know the word nigger? No. The word give me that real quick, because the Israelites were so complex. And that's really just a description. Well, no, that was going back to Kings. The book of Kings. There was some people that were put into the land, to a place in northern kingdom that was taken into captivity. But those were not Israelites. Those Ethiopians were not Israelites. But that's another story. They're not Israelites. The Ethiopians are Cushites. The line is Cush.
It says, and thou shalt become a proverb and the byword among all nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee.
Right, so that's part of the curse. That's why anywhere the so-called black people go, they're a proverb in the Bible. But what's the Lord going to do at the end of the day? There's a lot of different curses in here that only fits our people. Okay, the people on this side. But get me jump down to Deuteronomy 37. This is the end of the matter. This is what's going to happen at the end of it.
Well, in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30 and verse 7, and the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecute thee.
Showing you that we have enemies, number one. It's showing you that we have enemies. Okay, showing you that we have enemies. It's showing you that we have people that hate us. That's clear. Right? It's not hard to see. All right? But what they did and how they treated us to this day. You see what I'm saying? But our people refuse to acknowledge that they have enemies. The first step is to acknowledge that. So then you can know how to defend yourself against that. See? Ecclesiastes 4. Yep. Okay, let's read this real quick. You have to go? Okay, what's your question? Oh, she doesn't speak English.
Speak French.
Get Matthew 1:21. Okay, matter of fact, you get Matthew 1:21. Start with this.
St. Matthew chapter 1 and verse 21. And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name
Say it verbatim.
Jesus.
You know his name is Yahushua. So if you ever say Yahushua, we're saying the real name. Yahushua. Yahushua. There's no ooh sound in the ancient or e sound. Okay? Go ahead. Yahushua. Right?
For he shall save his people.
For he shall save who?
His people.
His people.
From their sin.
Right, because what is sin according to the Bible? No, well, let's get more specific. Because if we ask this direct, got it already? Well, hold on, because I want to say this, okay? Because we speak to many Christians, okay? And they don't know what sin is, right? They've been hurt for 60 years. They don't know what sin is. There's a reason. Okay. Go ahead. Say what you think it is real quick. Go ahead. Right. Right. Hold on. No, I want to say something. You're right. It is rebellion, but it's a specific rebellion. It's specific. Okay? Because you can rebel against anything. Right? Like you said, it is a rebellion against the Most High. That is correct. But I want to be specific about what it is. You lust after it, you committed sin.
Where? Lust.
Think about it. Do it. Okay? I'll show you this.
The book of 1 John chapter 3 and verse 4. Whosoever committed sin, transgression also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law.
What law? The law going back even to Moses. Okay, but guess what? That's not the only laws. There's laws all throughout the Bible. Commandments all throughout the Bible. So if you go against that, that's committing sin. right? So like
Is he gonna fight us?
adultery, that is sin. Okay? Stealing, that's a sin. Even if you think about it, that's the beginning, because it starts in your mind. Before you do something, it starts here. That's what the Lord was saying. It's deeper than just that, but it starts here. Okay? But it's all sin. Now, my point is this, that who was given the law? Who did the Lord give the law to? Who did the Heavenly Father give the law to? The Israelites. We're going to stop right there, because that's the only people he gave the law to. And that's in the covenant. He made a covenant with them through sacrifice. Absolutely. No. He didn't go to preach on truth. He went to preach to Israelites that follow customs. He didn't never went out to preach on the truth. You read the word Gentiles, it's never means.
What about the apostle Paul and we went to
He went to evangelize the Israelites though in these other lands, all after the customs. Because back then the laws were very strict. Once you left from the laws and statutes, you were basically cut off from the people. There's many laws that say you're cut off from the people. But then there's two types of laws for strangers. There's a stranger that's your people that's coming back, where you can even give them a plot of land. But there's other strangers where you can't give them a plot of land. Okay, you can do certain things to them that you can't do to your own people. So there's a difference. Okay?
Psalms 50 and verse 5, gather my saints together unto me, those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice.
Who made a covenant with Heavenly Father by sacrifice? Israelites. Okay, so that all goes back to the law. So he said, gather my saints, because they are the saints. Now, continue what we were reading. What were we reading before? We were reading Matthew? Okay, we dealt with that. Get Matthew 5 and 24, and get Romans the 9th chapter. See, Romans puts everything, tells breaks it down.
That's right. Bring it out.
I'm gonna get to your point. I know you're excited. I understand. But hold on. Let's deal with one thing. Patience is a virtue.
I'm not very patient. I'm not very patient.
That's okay. That's no problem. It's not everyone struggles with something.
And I admit it.
That's okay. You're coming up on right. Go ahead. What you got?
Romans chapter 9 and verse 1. I see the truth in Christ, I lie not. My conscience also bearing me witness to the Holy Spirit, that I have great heaviness and continual sorrow in my heart. For I could wish that myself were accursed from Christ. For my
Now, what does it mean? He wished himself to be accursed from Christ. It means he wished he could have went up on the cross in place of the Lord. For who?
For my
for the whole world. What?
For my brethren, my
kinsmen,
according to the flesh.
My blood lineage peoples. Y'all are my blood lineage peoples. These are my blood lineage peoples. Okay? It's not speaking about the whole world. Not speaking about the enemies that we're speaking about over there put us in slavery. That's speaking about. Go ahead.
Who are Israelites?
Who are what?
Who are Israelites?
Israelites,
To whom pertaineth the adoption, and the glory, and the covenants.
And the covenants. You got two covenants. What's the two main covenants? You know? New Testament law?
I mean, not the New Testament, the Old Testament. Jesus Christ came to break the Old Testament. It still applies, but there's something new that he brought up.
The new covenant. The new covenant, which embodies us having the law, statutes, and commandments written inside of us. That's what it is. Man. You see what I'm saying? Having our people perfect. And that only applies to this chapter. Let me know what you got. What?
And the glory and the covenants.
The glory, right? The kingdom of heaven, rulership, all of that. Go ahead.
And the covenants. And the giving of the law.
And the giving of the law. I just told you, the law was given to Israel. So go ahead.
And the service of God.
And hold on. And the service of God. Meaning what? All the prophets were Israelites. Habakkuk, Jeremiah, Isaiah, Elijah, the Lord himself, Paul, all of them were Israelites. The service of the Lord, the priests, all of them were all Israelites, every single one of them. Go ahead.
And the promises.
And the promises. What's one of the main promises? The kingdom of heaven. All right? And he promised that to Abraham to give it down to who was after Abraham. Let's go. Who was after Abraham? There's two more. Isaac, that's right. Good job. What was the next one? That's right. Isaac. Good. Go ahead.
whose are the fathers,
Yeah.
and of whom, as concerning the flesh, Christ came.
So you heard that whole sentence there in the context? I wish I could have went upon the cross with my people, the Israelites, according to the flesh now. All right? So that what? So that the ones that pertain to this and that, the kingdom and the laws and all that, that what? And who according to the flesh that the Lord came. So that's telling you right here. Okay? You see, our people got a problem with trying to include everyone and love everybody when everyone don't love it. Okay? No, that's a fact. Because they have their kingdoms. They have their, the Edomites are ruling right now. The so-called white people, they're the Edomites, they're ruling right now. They didn't give you no side-by-side seat and leadership. No. They put you on the bottom of the bottom. You see? Because it's funny, because these elites in this society, they know they're Edomites and they know where Israelites. So what do they push to our people? Sin. They push the bacon eaters. They're always in a McDonald's commercial. Okay? Or they're always flaming homosexuals. All right? They always got a so-called black. They always got to be the super flame. Right? They gotta have what's that? Lil Nas X. That's perversion that they're pushing upon our people specifically. You see what I'm saying? That's warfare right there. You see? And as long as our people are in that mindset, we're never going to get out of that. They're going to be destroyed. Okay? Enslaved to sin, and the Lord's not going to be dealing with them. But He has chosen an elect. All right? Lord will review up that number. He's chosen an elect to come out of that. Okay? Of brothers and sisters that are waking up to learn who they are, to learn the true ways, to break the chains of the mind, including Christianity. Okay? And come into the truth of the Bible, the truth of their power, whose name is Yahweh and Yahweh. No, Yahweh Shai. Remember? You say it? Yahweh Shai? Man, it's important, man. It's very important. No problem. Yeah, but you see, the thing is that there's people in the churches, but they're not changing their ways. You understand? Because why? Because they tell you the law is done away with and all these different things. So basically, you just come as you want, right? You'll have a homosexual playing the piano, and that's okay for them.
Talking about that,
Right.
let's say there's someone choosing to play the piano, no Lucifer, angel of God, and music has to create
That's not in the Bible. See, what you're speaking about is not in the Bible. Lucifer doesn't say anything about Lucifer being a musician or anything like that. The Christian church is not. That's a thing.
Well, I don't remember where it was.
Isaiah the 14th chapter.
I think, no, Isaiah 15, when he talks about Lucifer, like, I think the reason that he fell.
No,
and he
that's
says
Isaiah
that
14.
he was an angel that would protect the presence of God. It's reading the Bible.
That's not in the Bible.
Yes, it
It's
is.
not. Get
I
Isaiah
can look it up.
14th
I can
chapter.
look it up.
No, go ahead and look it up. All right, it's not in the Bible.
I know the Bible.
I'm showing you because the word Lucifer, they mysticized that in a word. So when you think of Lucifer, you're thinking of the actual spiritual being, Satan. It's not a spiritual being.
What is it?
Lucifer just means light bearer. That's all it means.
Well, that was his name.
Light bearer. That's just a title that's put on some particular people. Get me as the guys. Get down to the point. Vamos So he has come into the he has a body. That's what he has and spirit. We all have our own spiritual body. That's all in the Bible. One more question.
Le mot diable veut dire déceveur. Là, son diable. Le livre d'Apocalypse 25 chapitre a dit que le diable allait décevoir l'Antique Israël. C'est ce qu'il a fait là-dessus.
What do you have there? Different bodies? Okay, wait, we're gonna hold that. One topic at a time.
This is Isaiah 14:12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning?
Matter of fact, go up. Go up.
This is like two verses. Yeah? This is Isaiah 14:10. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as wheat?
What verse is that? Verse 10? See, I kind of want to go all the way down so you can see what it's fully speaking about. You know? Matter of fact, go to one. It's not a one.
This is Isaiah 14.
Patience is a virtue.
Yeah, that's right, man. It's Isaiah 14. Isaiah 14:1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel.
So who's the Lord going to have mercy on? Choose the Israelites. Right?
And set them in their own land.
Yep.
And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave with the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them to the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids.
They shall possess them for what? Servants and handmaids. So if you have a servant or a handmaid,
Ako na ma'am.
that's going to be in what? Kingdom of heaven. So that shows you right there that everything's not going to be on the same level. Guess what? You guys might say, I don't like that. Trust me, kingdom of heaven goes up. Alright? They're going to be the Israelite women are going to be the top. Women are going to be. Okay, it's not going to be no more the so-called women everywhere. Okay, they're going to actually be the top. Alright? You're going to have maid servants. Did not 4 mothers and 4 fathers have maid servants? Didn't Jacob have maid servants? Didn't she give her maid servants to children? So you got, listen, this history is a legacy. And it's all the legacy of the sons of Abraham. Go ahead.
It says, and they shall take them captives.
Est-ce que tu as compris? Qu'est-ce que je dis? I want to understand too. Break that down. Break that down.
Aussi, il te dit qu'on aura des captifs, on aura des serviteurs. Tout comme dans l'ancien temps, on avait des serviteurs. Sarah avait un serviteur. Rebecca avait des serviteurs. Okay? Des servantes. Elle a donné même ses...
No, Rachel and Leah. Rachel and Leah. But of course, Rachel had servants too because Abraham had all kinds of servants. So that passed down to Isaac. So like it was.
Rachel et Léa avaient des serviteurs, des servantes. Ils ont donné un servant à leur mari, Israël, Jacob. So ça va être la même chose dans le royaume. Vous allez avoir des servants. Que tu le veuilles ou non, que tu l'acceptes. Maintenant, dans ta chair, tu l'acceptes pas. Mais dans le royaume, tu auras des servants.
No, it's going to be, and you're not going to have to worry about you're not going to have to worry about anything. You're going to have everything at your beck and call. Trust me, you don't even know what the real food is. In the kingdom of heaven, you're going to know that. Okay, it's just so limited. You only know like what, 4 or 5 minutes. So, you have a lot of questions. Well, I'm trying to get through one. Je comprends. Right. Hold that question in your head real quick. Let's just deal with Lucifer. All right.
Answer it after.
No problem. It says, reading on, it says, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. Okay? So that's right. And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give.
And who's your oppressor? Who oppressed you? The devil, okay, well, and physical, right? The physical devil. That's what's speaking. Not gonna put the devil in slavery. You know, go get me this, go get me that. No, he's speaking about people. The wicked Edomites, the so-called, and the angels,
Right? And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon.
See that? So he's going to give us rest. Okay, he's going to give us rest from all these things we're going through now. All right, go ahead.
And say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. The Lord hath broken.
That golden city speaking about America. That's the golden city, aka Babylon, where you Bible. Okay, go ahead.
L'Amérique, c'est aussi les deux nations, la nation d'Israël et la nation de Juda, ont été mis en captivité ensemble.
Don't go too deep.
Alright,
They're trying to get. Don't go too deep. Just go.
It says, the Lord has broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers.
Yeah, so the wicked is just keep going. We're gonna go all the way down.
He, the wicked who smote the people in wrath with the continual stroke. He that ruled the nations in anger.
Right, that's speaking about a man. That's speaking about the Edomites. Okay, so-called like Edomites.
Right? Is persecuted and none hindereth. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. Right? They break forth into singing. Right? Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us.
Right, the trees also represent people, right? Which are going to be rejoicing when this devil goes nuts. Go ahead, but also the trees and the animals, all these things are going to be replenished. They're going to be happy. They all have spirits in them. Okay? They are captive. The fish are beaching themselves. There's all pollution in the water. Why? Because the wickedness of the nation. Right? We're going to have to clean this all up.
All right? It says, hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming.
Right.
It stirreth up the dead for thee.
What does it mean hell is moved to me? Does that mean that hell is underground and the guy with a pitchfork is all going to move? No. You got to understand it. Okay? It's speaking about a condition. See, hell, there's two things in the Bible. That would be like Christian church, like I tell you. That was to get tights, right? They try to scare you out. By the way, you're going to burn forever. The Lord is a merciful power. You're not going to sin in one lifetime and you're going to burn you forever. Okay? At the end of the day, what's going to happen is it's condition. Right now, we're in a condition. Okay? So we're going to be put into a condition of eternal rulership. Go ahead.
It says,
We're almost there. We're going to get to the point where it says loose clothes. Got like, what, 3 more verses?
it says,
It's 3 more verses. Four more loose clothes. Okay?
it stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It hath raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. All they that speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave.
Your pride is brought down. Satan is not prideful. Satan's just doing what he's supposed to do. He's not prideful. He's sort of doing what he's doing on the left hand side. Okay? But what happened with Job? The Lord showing you what? What does that show you? That shows you that Satan is not fucking rebellious. That's the problem. Satan is doing what the Heavenly Father wants him to do on the left hand side. Because there's balance. The Lord has the balance. He says the good and the bad. Just like he has us as the Israelites, but then he has the wicked. The people that's known as the wicked. Go ahead, keep going.
It says, all they that speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vows. The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. How art thou fallen from heaven?
How are you fallen from heaven? It's speaking the same thing. How have you fallen from rulership? Such a lofty position. You got your space programs, you got your armies, and all these different things. You know? Right. That's what I'm trying to show you exactly what Lucifer's talking about. Go ahead.
How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven.
Which they weaken the nations, these Edomites. The reason why you have third world countries around the world is because they went into those lands and stole their natural resources. You see how rich Africa is in natural resources? What are they doing? The French, the Belgians, they all have stolen it and sucked it up. But they didn't just do it to Africa, they did it to all these other countries. Okay, South America, which are Israelites as well, they did it to all these nations. Okay, go ahead.
It says,
Weaken them. Go ahead.
for thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into
We're
heaven.
going to get a point that's going to show you exactly that's not talking about the spiritual things.
It says, for thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north.
The stars of the Most High is what he's speaking about the Israelites. Okay? And he went up into the heavens, meaning what his space program. That's why Obadiah said, when you go up into the heavens and go amongst the stars, that's when I bring you down. And that's why his disciples were called in 1969. Go ahead.
I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most
And
High.
he's trying to be like the Most High. Because what's the end goal of it? According to the Bible, what's the main thing you got to watch out for? Last prophecy. Let's get ready to go. One prophecy, one particular prophecy. Revelation 13 chapter. Okay?
sides of the pit. Verse 16, they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man? Did you hear that? Is this the man? Did you hear that? Read that.
So show he's not speaking about us. He said, they that see is going to look at you funny. That means that you look down upon it. And then people are going to look, is this the man?
No, it's that.
Not spiritual.
Yeah,
He's
that's
saying,
not
is this the man? In other words, the people. It's not one man of the Antichrist. It's the people.
Go ahead. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms?
Yep.
That made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof?
And like we told you about the pollution, that all goes back to him. And that's why in Revelation 11:18 it says, you shall come and destroy them that destroy the earth. They destroyed the earth.
Read out.
Okay, not all nations, they did. All right? And the Lord's going to come back and judge them. So, hey, man, so I mean, I know you have a lot of questions. That's okay, because I know they got to leave, you know, and we got a lot of precepts ready, you know. This is the waters. This is the living waters. All right? Not in the churches. I'm telling you, this is the living waters. All right? Give them some papers. All right? Judaism. Oh, really? Oh, he does it like how they do it? When they have?
The only thing I have a problem with that is that he goes so by the law that it's just that it's
Which we're not delivered by the law. You see, your dad, if he's following how they're doing it, he doesn't have the full truth. He might know he's an Israelite, okay, which is a part of the truth, but he doesn't have the full understanding. You see, there's different people, there's different Israelite groups. Not everyone of them has a full understanding. Not everyone in our Shai is fully suffering. Okay? But we're telling you, it's not all about this. You're not delivered by the law. You're delivered by your Yahweh Shai. Okay? That's a fact. Okay, Yahweh Shai is what makes us righteous. And it's through faith. You know, also the law, you have to do it because what? It says faith without what? Faith without
Works.
is dead. Faith without works is dead.
That's
So
right.
you gotta have the works too. So you can't just say, oh yeah, I believe and I trust the Lord, but then you're not doing anything he says. Right? So everything is intangible. But there's certain things we can't do, right? Right? Because like now, if the Sabbath falls in on the new moon, so the Sabbath is not just Friday, sundown, Saturday, sundown, as some people say. It really moves around. You can't keep taking days off every Sabbath if you work in a regular job. So that's why we have a grace period, and the Lord sees that. That's what's happening. All right? Go ahead.
You guys know that you have the Holy Spirit.
Absolutely. Well, that's how we have this water. How do you think the water's coming out? How do you think we're going to precept to precept? Only the Holy Spirit can do that. You know what I'm saying? Shall teach you all things.
You guys speak.
Well, tongues, what is tongues?
You guys believe.
Tongues is not what they're doing in the church. Like, that's not tongues. Tongues tells you what it is in the scriptures. Tongues is just another language. See, when you speak French, see, on parle français, so say that's speaking in tongues. Okay? That's tongues. Tongues is just another language. You know? It's okay. You don't have to, you see, you don't want us to go in the scripture, so it's not like we can show it to you right now, but I'm telling you.
that part is
I'm telling you.
when I started speaking in tongues, I was doubting. But the only problem is when I started speaking in tongues, like the church speaks, I understand. And prove that the Holy Spirit, like, to give you the translation.
Listen, the tongues is speaking about other language. All right? Go ahead, what you got there?
It's Acts 2 and verse 2.
See, because you have to understand, Satan can transform himself to an angel of light. See, they have a form of godliness, okay? Meaning what? They think they have godliness. It seems like godliness, all right? But is it according to the will of the Heavenly Father? Is it according to the truth of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai? That's what you have to check about. And how do you check that? Through the Word. And ultimately through his men, through his prophets that he always sent out. He always sent out prophets, okay? In every capital, to show our people the right way. But most of the people did what? They rejected them. And a lot of times we were put to death. But the prophets are really the top men on the earth. Go ahead. No problem, no problem. You want to read something real quick?
This is Acts 2 and 4, and they were filled with the Holy Spirit and began to speak with other tongues as the Spirit gave them utterance. And there were dwelling at Jerusalem Jews, devout men out of every nation under heaven. Now when this was noised abroad, the multitude came together and were confounded because that every man heard them speak in his own language.
That was tongues, right? Okay, they're all speaking in the language that they understood. Because the scripture says it's not edifying if you're speaking something that no one understands. The scripture say that. So it says, so when you do that, to what? Have what? An interpreter. No, it's not you who's supposed to interpret. It's supposed to be somebody else. That's what the scriptures tell you. Because why?
I tell you that there's somebody else that can translate.
Yeah, no, it's somebody else that could translate it. It's not you because it's an actual other language. You understand?
And one more thing, we really have to know, like, a lot of people, like, all of these kind of stuff, and, like, I had a vision, you guys know this vision. I had a vision once, I was, like, in Mexico, and I had a friend, when she went back to the world, like, sleep, died, smoking, everything. And in my dream, there was, like, this man, in the metro, and on that, like, close to the street, and that's the and he started speaking in tongues. Then I could feel like a satanic spirit, and all these that worship Satan while speaking. So that's why it's possible. I agree.
Oh, yeah, the spirits, well, that's really demonic talk. All right? Like, for the most part, all right? That's not, you don't, speaking in tongue, like I said, just other language. That's all this. They're long. What's long? What's long in French? Long is tongue and language. You see what I'm saying? It's the same thing. It's just a type of, but anyways, you know, my name is Shimon. Oh. All right. This one is. Joyce, nice to meet you. What's your name? Dominique? More serious. That's okay. So, you guys are not, she was more thinking. She was thinking. No, that's okay. So, you guys are good. From where? Yeah, those are all Israelites. Those are all Israelites. That's where slipping me. I know who it is, man. It's slipping me. But anyways, no. It's right at the tip of my tongue. I'm just not there right now. But those are all Israelites. Okay, all the most what's supposed to happen are Israelites. Where's she? Cameroon Israelites. Those are all our people. Those are all our people. Same thing. Okay? Take care, right? You guys take care. Shalom. Bye. Fuck, I'm trying to remember. It's right at the tip of my tongue too, bro. I know who it is, man. I see it all the time. Anyways, brother. But now we're gonna say Shalom. All right, we're gonna give all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushua, Ba'ashim, Rakakadash.
All right, double ask the apostle, those great millstone citations. Much love and respect to God. And I appreciate this word out there. Shemai,
Yahweh, Yahweh, Shemai,
Shalom. Satan having his birth in the middle of the slack.